A few months ago, I went to the DMV to get my real ID. As the DMV employee was preparing to take my picture, she saw I was wearing an IBM jacket and said, "Do you work on AI and the quantum computer? My son in high school thinks it is so cool." I said, "It is so cool. I do work on AI and it's related to what you're doing right now. You're taking my picture. The picture will get sent over to a system where they're going to issue my real ID. Those two systems need to be connected." Think of them as two different applications. I built connections between those two applications, making sure they're all integrated. That type of integration work has been around for a while. And now with AI, it's getting faster, smarter, and better. Sometimes it's behind the scenes, but what we do at IBM impacts people every day. My name is Madhu Kochar, and I am Vice President of Automation for IBM Software. For many businesses, to create the kind of application integration would take days or even weeks, and it would span across many systems and require specialized skills. But AI changes that. As AI moves from novelty to necessity, the rapid deployment of AI presents some very interesting new challenges we're already solving. Along with incredible potential for creating value, AI transformation is undoubtedly making enterprise environments more complex than ever before. The very advancements that drive innovation, the APIs, data, agents, gateways, and tools are creating a tangled web of connectivity challenges. The beauty is that, in fact, here's where AI steps in to help reclaim order. The business landscape has changed dramatically. And from where I sit, I would say it comes down to three big shifts: speed, scale, and intelligence. Gone are the days when automation was only about cutting costs or handling repetitive tasks. Now it's about building systems that can learn, adapt, and even make decisions on their own. We're seeing automation and AI come together in ways that don't just help us do things faster, they help us do better. Whether it's personalizing customer experience or responding to market shifts in real time, automation is becoming the core enabler of strategy. To effectively automate business processes with AI needs to be able to interact with enterprise systems in a deep way. Trying to use AI without understanding the underlying connections, sometimes referred to as the plumbing, is not going to work. For example, at the DMV, connecting one application to another application might seem like a very simple problem, but behind the scenes, you have to understand the type of data sets you have. What is your process? What is the outcome you're looking to achieve? How does your data mapping need to change? Regarding data, organizations need to worry about security, privacy around personal information, and compliance. For example, if your organization operates out of multiple countries, you must respect data storage and processing guidelines, which are country or region specific. Beyond the data, there needs to be clarity on decisions to be made. What kind of decision making has to happen? Who in your organization needs to come in and say what needs to happen to get to the next part of your workflow? A lot of that stuff comes down to the plumbing underneath your integration. Connecting all those dots and simplifying workflows can take you months. This is where AI can help bring transformation faster. Our clients are looking to us at IBM asking, how can you help in reducing the complexity? How can you help in untangling the apps, systems, and data? Help me adopt AI in a truly useful way. How is middleware evolving in the AI era? For every client, no matter what industry they're in, success in application integration looks like modernization of their applications and AI transformation. Beneath the hype, starting to get value from AI is ultimately about few basic things: productivity, scalability, efficiency, and resiliency. If it takes a developer 200 hours to build a workflow and you can shrink that down to 1 hour, then multiply it by 20 developers, that's an exponential savings in productivity. That's one example of developer productivity. Another example is around continuous analysis of integration workflows, which evolve based on changing patterns, data volumes, and system performance. Let me share an example of a client of ours, a pharmaceutical logistics company, Pharmlog, which processes 40,000 delivery notes daily. It's essential that they deliver medicine to people on time without disruption. But they also have to worry about compliance, safety, quality assurance, and so forth. They were using a 10-year-old warehouse management system that was prone to errors. It had become unsustainable, creating a huge risk of a single point of failure. To handle their complex, heterogeneous IT landscape, we worked with them to create a new unified integration platform. Instead of trying to fit their evolving business needs around a rigid system, they now work the other way around. Now their 16 manufacturers are seamlessly connected with unhindered data flow for inventory, shipping, QA, and more. They are achieving 35% faster implementation times and error reduction. They even called our integration the umbilical cord that connects them to their customers. As we look at how AI is reshaping the integration platform, it's clear that it's unlocking new levels of productivity, efficiency, scalability, and resiliency. But in the rush toward adoption, a very real question becomes, how much can you actually trust the tech? That's the conversation we are having with clients every day. Before you let the system take autonomous actions, especially when it's tied to mission-critical data and processes, you have got to build in that layer of trust. In many cases, that means knowing when to keep a human in the loop. The goal is to get to a place where the system not only recommends the best next move, but takes it confidently and reliably. But to do that, we need to be intentional about governance, validation, and transparency from day one. The technology itself is also evolving fast and is getting more specialized by the day. Take AI agents, for example. Right now, these agents can already understand context, make a plan, and respond to complex questions in a very human-like way. That ability to reason, plan, act, and then learn from feedback is a huge leap forward. What's even more exciting is where it's headed next. It will be about domain specialization. It's not just about having a smart agent, it's about having one that's fluent in your world. If you are in banking, you want an agent that understands banking regulations, terminology, and workflows. Same thing, if you're in insurance or healthcare, the agent needs to speak your language, work with your data, and make decisions in context. That level of specialization is where AI agents are going, and is going to be a major driver of business value in the near future. Application integration and middleware can't be treated as a back office conversation. It needs to be a boardroom priority. Without seamless integration, organizations cannot deliver on the true potential of AI. Why invest in all these powerful new tools if silos and fragmentation slow everything down? The truth is, AI needs integration to scale, and integration itself is being reimagined with AI at its core. It's a virtuous cycle, and one cannot thrive without the other. This is exactly what makes this moment so exciting. AI isn't a novelty anymore. It is operational. We're now seeing a wave of AI agents being deployed at scale. And with that comes a clear need for trust, governance, and security. Good news is that these are integration challenges we have solved in the past, and we know what to do. This expertise puts us in a coveted position where we are not reacting to disruption, but actively shaping it. That's the opportunity in front of us with AI and integration. Being part of this disruption is nothing short of exhilarating.